Welcome to the Priority Club, where we give our guests the knowledge they need to survive in the working environment. My name is Whitney Watson, and I'll be your host today. With me is Mr. Keith White, Instructor of Testimonial Information, Ms. Emily Schaefer, Liaison for Narrative Speaking, and Ms. Jasmine White, our Fact and Statistical Informer from the University of Memphis Communication 2381 course. Today we will be discussing the importance of how to evaluate and use information in the terms of relevancy when presenting a speech. From the Communications 2381 course book, Public Speaking, Finding Your Voice, written by Michael Osborne, Susan Osborne, Randall Osborne, and Kathleen J. Turner. It states when adding topics to a speech, it is good to keep in mind the 4 R's: relevance, representativeness, recency, and reliability. Our expert speakers will help us to further discuss how to make sure the information we use fits these guidelines. With me today, I have Mr. Keith White. He is our testimonial information expert. Welcome, Mr. White.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So today we're going to discuss what makes a testimony important. So what is a testimony?
Testimony is a formal written or spoken statement. It is calling a witness to speak on your behalf. There are 3 forms of testimony, which is expert testimony, lay testimony, and prestige testimony. And these 3 forms are broken down for expert experience, ordinary experience, and a married figure experience.
So Mr. White, when should a testimony be used when delivering a speech?
A testimony is commonly used in the court of law. It is when you quote or summarize someone else's ideas to support your points.
So how does a testimony provide supporting information to a speech?
A testimony provides supporting information when you need validation from an expert or a person with first-hand experience.
Thank you. Next, we have Ms. Emily Schaefer. She is our liaison for narrative speaking. Welcome, Ms. Emily.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So what is a narrative?
A narrative is just another way of telling a story. It can convey an idea or establish a mood for your speech.
Okay, so when should a narrative be used when delivering a speech?
Well, there are 3 ways of including narratives in a speech. You can include embedded narratives, which occur at a specific point in a speech, and they're used in the introduction or conclusion. Vicarious experience narratives are used to involve your audience. These narratives allow the audience to put themselves in the story, experiencing it as you tell it. And the last type of narrative is a master narrative, which takes up the whole speech and reveals an important truth.
Oh, cool, okay. So how does a narrative provide supporting information to the speech?
Narratives support a topic by providing first-hand experience that can connect your audience to a topic on an emotional and personal level.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Ms. Schaefer. Next, we have Ms. Jasmine White. She's our Fact and Statistical Informer from the University of Memphis. Welcome, Ms. White.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you have facts, statistics, and examples. What are these?
Well, a fact is a descriptive statement that can be verified as true by independent observation. A statistic is just a fact that can be mathematically measured. And an example is an incident that illustrates a speaker's point.
Okay, how do we know which one to use in a speech?
Actually, facts, statistics, and examples are all one and the same. It just depends according to what's the situation and what does the person speaking want to give off to the audience.
How do facts, statistics, and examples provide information in a speech?
Well, an example of a fact can be anything from a history book to a government documentation. And when it comes to statistics, that's anything like histogram, charts and graphs, and basic probabilities.
So examples, they help provide evidence.
Yes.
Thank you. Speeches must be able to withstand doubt and controversy. Supporting materials such as facts and statistics, narratives, and testimonies are all pillars that connect the speaker to their audience. These give the speech strength. Remember, as a speaker, to be a critic of your own work.